Raeiko. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Favorite album all time.
Operation Doomsday, MF Doom.
What do you like about it?
I'm listening to it right now.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's just
song.
perfect. It's easy listening.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's stupid or if it's somewhat funny, but this clip right here was my introduction to MF Doom.
Listen. Greetings. You're here with the super villain. I'm here with you.
It's mainly because I have this thing where I like to watch YouTube videos and listen to music while I clean the dishes, and this was one of the videos that managed to sneak its way in due to autoplay. However, by managing to sneak itself in, it unintentionally introduced me to the supervillain himself. Metal Fingers, Victor Von, King the Guardian. I said that wrong. King Ghidorah. I probably said that wrong. Or as everyone likes to call him, MF Doom.
It ain't nothing like a fist full of cash or a blitz full of the hash that twists like a moustache from end to end, spread it like a rash from talking through your Walkman or at your disco bash.
You are about to immerse in the Raeiko experience. Please stay seated.
Yo, MF Doom,
Mr. Fantastic.
fantastic.
The 8 official album's 14 singles, Doom's discography is filled to the brim with chill, calm songs for you to put in the background while you clean the dishes, skate outside, etc. Doom to me always managed to fit that old hip-hop vibe for music, to the witty lyrics to the great samples he uses for his beats. The structure of a Doom song always managed to stay strict to the hip-hop style Doom wanted. For example, take a look at Doom's earlier works on Vaudeville Villain. With songs like Saliva, you get this groovy moving beat with its chorus, bridge, and intro.
Great balls of fire. Guess who just crawled out the muck Maya that can make you trust a motherfucking liar. A real
Along with the song starting with a sample from the 1980s Spider-Man series. And to my knowledge, Doom likes to sample from this series a lot. Sampling the series for tracks like Beef Fat.
Enough you talk of the people's rights. The people have only those rights which I choose to give them. And that's for their own good, believe me. I do.
One Beer.
Doom! Gosh, I wish I'd brought my autograph book.
Your attempts at humor bore me.
Right, Lidhead.
You're weird!
And consistently throughout his more notable project, Food.
I get a kick out of brew. There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Tempt me, do a number on a label. Beat up all the MCs and drink them under the table like.
These samples kinda have an impact, not really, on the story that Doom is trying to tell, and make you, the audience, feel heavily immersed into this villain persona that Doom tries to make for himself.
It's the wall crawler! Yes, I've been expecting him.
You can see this on the track The Illest Villains, where Doom once again uses a sample from the Spider-Man series to feed into this villain persona he wants you, the audience, to get immersed in. This track, instead of being from the classic Spider-Man 1980s series I was talking about, is instead taken out of a 1930s trailer for Frankenstein.
To strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria. When this dead hand moves, the monster created by a man they called Mad is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria.
And you're probably asking why. Well, for his albums, Doom likes to create characters. A great example of this is with Vaudeville Villain, where Doom plays the character Victor Von, which this character takes inspiration off of a comic book character called Victor Von Doom. A more mainstream example of another artist who does this is Tyler the Creator, which, come on, you know who Tyler is, your grandma probably knows who Tyler is, and most of you know that Tyler tends to play characters / alter egos for every single one of his albums. With the most recent example of Tyler playing another alter ego / character is in his most recent album called plays the alter ego of a character named Saint Chroma. This concept of characters and alter egos in your albums is something that Doom does within his albums. Of course, not as frequent as Tyler, but you get the gist. Tying this back into the illest villains, for my villainy, Jamil, which is Doom's real name, that I'll use for now just to make stuff a little bit less confusing, chooses to play the alter ego of a character named Doom, with the track The Illest Villain serving as the introduction to the album and an introduction to who exactly Doom is. Alright, that's enough of post-Ray. Back to what's the episode? Post-Pre. Back to pre-Ray.
You know, how would you define Doom's character then?
Yeah, the character Doom in particular, he's more like the old school, you know, OG, old-timer villain, you know, like he's the typical villain that you have in any story where, you know, a lot of people misunderstand him, but he's always looked at as the bad guy, but he really got a heart of gold, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's for the children, and, you know, it's like a Robin Hood kind of character.
So he's a sympathetic villain.
Yeah, loved by the people, but then the powers that be may not really get along with how he get down, you know what I'm saying?
Doom plays into this old-time comic book villain by his choice to sample parts and sections out of a children's superhero show. I mean, while we're at it with the album hopping, let's take a quick detour to Doom's first solo release album, Operation Doomsday.
Mic check.
This is once again another great MF Doom album with a lot of my favorite songs in here. Honestly, probably is my most favorite Doom album. But getting back on point, constantly throughout this album, Doom sprinkles in these skits on tracks like 1, 5, 9, 11, and 15, where he's once again using samples to tell a story, giving us more information on this Doom character he's created.
Doom hates us all, but in his warped mind, he has a personal score to settle with me. It was back in the days when I met a brilliant young student named Doom.
Now, you may question why he chooses to sample this show, with it all being because of the villain in the show called Dr. Doom. That, from an obvious glance, you could see MF Doom's character obviously takes inspiration from Dr. Doom, and Doom's not shy to show you that. Throughout his project Food, Doom countlessly time and time again, through the use of samples, describes himself as if he is Dr. Doom, playing into this character that he likes to describe as the illest villain.
Can you explain a little bit about the different personas? There's MF Doom, there's also Victor Vaughn, there's also King Ghidra. Can you break that down a little bit for folks?
Yeah, well, the idea of having different characters to really just to get the storyline across, you know, coming from one particular character all the time makes, to me, the story boring. I get that mainly from like novels and that style of writing, you know what I mean, or movies, you know what I'm saying, where there's multiple characters to carry the storyline. It all might be written by one writer, you know what I mean, or directed by one director, but there's multiple characters in order to, you know, you need it, you know what I'm saying? So the more the better with me. This way, I could come from one point of view, another point of view. They might even disagree on certain things. I think a lot of times in hip hop especially, artists get kind of pigeonholed into being like, if you're the guy, and that's, you know, it's kind of limiting in a way. So I look at it like, you know, I'm a writer, like the same way with the skits. Like, have the record tell a story, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, have little intervals where, you know, it's like cut scenes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, to me, everything just flows better when I got multiple characters to portray the story.
Personally, for me, if I had to say which one of MF Doom's albums is my favorite, it's a difficult decision because of all of his albums being hard as
Mic check.
But if I'm being honest, I'd probably say it's Operation Doomsday. It's got a majority of what I believe to be some of Doom's best songs, with tracks like Red and Gold, Rhymes Like Dimes.
Hey, yo, y'all can't stand right here. In his right hand was your man's worst nightmare. Loud enough to burst his right eardrum close range. The game is not only dangerous, but it's most strange. I sell rhymes like dimes. The one who mostly keep cash but brag about the broker times.
Question mark.
He cleans his his metal mask with gasoline. They after him. Last scene, pulling chick like a fiend, pull a fast one. Can't put shit past him. Got niggas on his own team, mad enough to blast him.
Yes, there is a track called Question Mark. Don't question it. Just by playing the songs for a tiny bit, you can kind of understand the main idea of why I and many other people love Doom's music. It's some chill shit, the type of shit you listen to when you're rushing your English literature homework a day before it's due by doing an all-nighter that leads to nothing because you decided to instead play bully all night, and now it's 7 AM and you have to prepare for school and you are tired as shit. Anyway, Doom's music can be described exactly just how the lady in the beginning of this video explained it.
Operation Doomsday, MF Doom.
What do you like about it?
I'm listening to it right now.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's just perfect. It's easy listening in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I managed to get you into some MF Doom songs that you probably haven't heard. I mean, a majority of the background music I did use in this video was from MF Doom. Some of it was unreleased songs, so I'll put a list right here of like some unreleased songs that I did use. I did have a section where I was gonna interview my friends on how they got into MF Doom, but that just went way too horribly to put into the video. So yeah, so that's just another scrap by me. I'm gonna try to do this weekly where I just provide like a video essay. So if you want to see more of that, maybe you should subscribe. This is my attempt at playing rap stitches on the ukulele. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and thanks for tuning in to the Raeiko broadcasting channel. Cheers.